It's June 21st, 2007. This is day 2 of my visit back to Pennsylvania to visit my family. Or I should say to visit my dad. I'm sitting in the bedroom where I grew up, literally. I shared this room with my sister for a while, and then from the age of about 9 until I was 18, I shared it with my mother. And this room holds a lot of bittersweet memories for me. I remember playing in here, played in hide and seek with my cousins before I was 9, but when I was pretty young. And I remember going into the closet and hiding. I also remember laying on the bed and just crying my eyes out because I didn't feel like my family understood me. And I had a choice of several rooms to stay in while I was here, and I chose this one because I wanted to face my demons head on and feel like it was okay, you know? Like I could survive this again. And when I first arrived, I hoped to see my sister and my mother, but they weren't here at all. They had left early. I actually arrived a little bit early, hoping to see them, just to give them a hug. It's been 25 years, since 1980, since I've seen my sister. It's now 2007. I mean, do the math, you know? And I really just hoped to connect with them one last time, because I knew this would be the last visit to Pennsylvania for me. I won't be coming back here again. I'll never see the place where I grew up again. And I won't see my family again. So that's really hard for me. Saying goodbye to my dad in a day or so is going to be really difficult. But, because I try not to think about it too much. I'm not think of it as the last time I'll see him, but just as the last time I'm talking to him. I'm hoping we'll talk on the phone again after this. Coming here had a really profound effect on me. This is the first time ever, well, since I was 9 years old at least, where I felt comfortable in this house. And I think that's because my mother's not here. I insisted that she not be here to shun me this time. I've been back here twice before, and both times it was very difficult to have her in the same room as me and not talk to me, not acknowledge me, to treat me like I didn't exist, to never embrace me. It was very, very difficult to go through that, and I just did not want to go through that again. I kind of see that as self-abuse. And so I made the stipulation that I needed to come in when my mother was gone. And I'm glad I did that. I just wish I had been able to see her just to give her a hug and say, it's been a long time. But I couldn't do that. So, for the first time as I was walking the property today, I felt very melancholy. I felt like I wish I had the money to buy this property. Not just to keep the house in the family name, so to speak. The family has owned, our family has owned this property for over 100 years. And I didn't want to just do it for that reason, but I really wanted to keep the house because my past is here. My memories of my past are here. And for so many years I tried to get away from my past and run from it. And it wasn't until I stopped and turned around and I faced it that now I'm really willing to embrace it for the first time. I'm ready to love this place, love the grounds, love my family. And I guess that's the power of forgiveness. But, there's part of me that I'm going to miss my dad when he's gone. He's been the only person there for me my entire life. And I told him this week, I said, I basically lost my mother at the age of 9. I lost my sister, I lost my brother. And the one thing that terrifies me the most is that I came back here to tell him about my book, Out of the Cocoon, because I didn't want him to find out about it from someone else. I felt I owed him that. But I also don't want it to drive a wedge between us. I suspect that once he finds out about my book and my family finds out about my book, if he chooses to tell them, that I will be hauled before a judicial committee of elders from the Watchtower organization. And they will probably excommunicate me or disfellowship me. And even though they've already shunned me, there's not a whole lot more they can do to me. There is, in a sense, that they could request that my dad shun me as well. So this is a very risky step. I could really lose my dad over this. And I pray to God that I don't. Because all I want him to do is understand why I left. And why I could never come back. And to accept me for who I am. I know I have his love no matter what. I just don't want to hurt him. And I'm sure this is going to hurt him. It was also something I had to do, not just for me, but for survivors everywhere. My dad said to me this week, just let go of the past, Brenda. That's in the past. Every time I brought up something, that's in the past. Forget it. I was talking about shunning, and he said, it's in the past. Just forget it. And I said, no, Dad, it's not in the past. It's my future. If my mother lives for another 20 years, my sister lives for another 20, 30, 40 years, I will be shunned by them and by my brother. So it's not just my past, it's my future. And maybe that's why it's so hard to let go of it. There's a saying I wrote in my book, and that acceptance of anything outside of our control is liberating. And that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that when I walk out that door in a day and a half, as I look at my dad's face for the last time, I hope I can remember that. I hope I can accept that that will be the last time I did. What do you say to somebody? You have 24 hours left with them. That's what I have left with my dad right now, is 24 hours. And, I hope he understands. I hope he will still embrace me. And I hope I have a few more years with him. But if I don't, I just have to accept that.